Hi everyone, it's Kara. I'm going to make a quick video today showing you how I've reorganized the storage of all my dies, my thin dies. I got this idea originally while watching a video done by Christina, whose YouTube channel is Chris416WARD, and I'll put a link down below. Before I get too started on this, I do want to apologize because I'm holding onto the camera this time, just because of the size of the binder that I used and how tall my tripod is. I couldn't get a really good view using that. So I apologize in advance for the wiggling. I'm not super great at holding this thing still. So bear with me, and I hope you don't get too sick from watching me wiggle this thing around. So anyway, I have a binder here. I think it's a 1.5 inch size binder. And inside is how I have reorganized my dies. Christina had a smaller binder that she used, which I really liked, but I just wanted to get it a little bit bigger. And when I went and looked for the page protectors, as I'm going to show you, you'll see that there, for me anyway, there were more options in the 8.5 by 11 size. So because I tend to be a little over the top with organizing things, and I organize this in a few different ways. Let me explain. First, it's organized by size. So the smallest dies are in the front, largest in the back. Then it's organized by manufacturer. This is the memory box. And the manufacturers are in alphabetical order per page. And then on each page, the names of the dies are alphabetically arranged too. So let me show you what I mean. So this is the only small memory box one that I have. It's the Bistro label, which is super cute. So it's on here by itself. And then the next one that I have is My Favorite Things. So memory box, then My Favorite Things. And here are the small tags that I have. So dog tag, flat bottom clouds, mini pennant, vintage flourish. Sorry for the glare too. So as you can see, they're alphabetical. So first by size, then by manufacturer, alphabetical. Each one has its own page. That's just my own thing. And then each of these are alphabetical. And because I know how I am, and I like to keep things in order, if I get new ones, the nice thing about this is I can just pull out the whole tag and move them around. You know, should I get one that starts with, you know, something, a letter of the alphabet in between these. So what I did was I bought several different sizes. This one, the paper that I cut is 3.5 by 2.5, and I'm keeping this in here so that when I buy new ones, I remember what the measurements are. So first on this one is the small memory box, then the small My Favorite Things, and then the small paper tray ink. As you can see, I have more of the paper tray ink. And this is page 2. Then comes the next size, which is 3 3/4 by 2 2/4. I don't have any memory box on this size, so there's no memory box page. Here's my one, My Favorite Things. And then the next one has My Paper Tray Ink. This cardstock, I don't remember if I mentioned it or not, by the way, is paper tray ink. It's just a little bit thicker, and I thought that I'd need that because I added the magnets. I happen to have this roll of magnets, and so that's what I used. I cut it to whatever size would work for the die. Here's the next size, which was 5 1/4 by 2.5. I have 2 My Favorite Things that are this size. Sorry for the glare, guys. It's going to be kind of unavoidable because of the page protectors. Anyway, so I have 2 of those. And then I have paper tray ink. Okay. And then I move to the next size, which is 5 1/4 by 3 3/4. Memory box, blank ticket die. And then the couple of My Favorite Things that I have. And then the paper tray ink. As you can see, there again, beautiful blooms, Christmas label, Christmas tree. They're alphabetically organized. And here are the other ones I have. Okay. And I have some extra pages on the sizes just because I know I'm planning on buying a few things. Here's the next size that I have, which is 7 3/4 by 3.5. Here is the Memory Box Butterfly Delights that I have, which I love. Sorry. Next page is My Favorite Things. These are obviously the border ones that I have. And then here's Paper Tray Ink. Again, in alphabetical order. Okay, so you can kind of see how that works. And then at the very back, I have a couple big sheets of the magnets that you can get for making like business cards. I picked up a pack of 5 for, I think it was $12 or $14 at my Office Max. You might be able to find it cheaper where you're at. Sorry about that glare, that's horrible. But anyway, I have one long paper tray ink die that wouldn't fit anything else. And then I also have a few spellbinders. I do not have a huge spellbinder collection, but what I was storing all these in before were just on magnet strips and they weren't sticking very well. So I have those, okay? And that's basically the end. So all I did was, sorry guys, figure out, kind of looked at the sizes of my dies, got general idea, and then I went on Amazon and they have a ton of these in different sizes and shapes. And then once I got them, just measured them all out in a piece of graph paper like you've seen. I pre-cut, you know, quite a few of these so I had them ready. And then I just took them, let me show you, and took a little bit of that magnet, put it on there, kind of made the size of the magnet, you know, fit the size of the die. And then I have a nice little storage pocket for it. So, hopefully that all made sense. If you guys have any questions, let me know. It was super easy to do. I'm glad it's done because I did have quite a few dies. So it took me a little bit of time to get it all in there. And I probably will be getting another binder and separating them up by brands or something because it is a little heavy. As you can see, it's pretty thick because I chose to put, you know, different manufacturers on their own page. You obviously don't have to do that. That's just my thing to keep them separate. And I know that I'll be getting, you know, more dies down the road. And so I wanted to have them kind of organized and ready to go. Hopefully this helps you guys if you know, don't like the current way you're storing the dies. Again, I want to say thank you to Christina over at Chris416WARD because I got the idea from her. I will post the link to her video, her original video, down below, so you can check that one out too in case you want to use smaller binders like she did. She mentions what her page protectors are. I found mine on Amazon. You guys, you know, if you have great office supply stores in your town, you may be able to find them in your town, but I wanted a little bit of a variety of size. So I think I got 5 or 6 different sizes, and I spent, I want to say, in the neighborhood of 30, which got me free shipping. And I have a ton of them. So that's the other thing I was going to mention. I think most of these came in 25 or 30 page packs. So if you have a friend that scraps and wants to do the same, you know, die reorganization, you may want to go in on buying them together because you get a ton. I still have all of mine. Here, let me grab this. This is the old box that I was using to store the dies in on kind of those other pages. And here's all of the pages that I still have left, which I'm going to hide away and not let my husband see because he might be afraid of how many other dies I'm going to buy if he sees how many pages that I could fill up. So anyway, sorry for the rambling. It's a Sunday and I'm not all here. But I hope this helped. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them down below. I love to hear from you guys and I'm happy to answer questions. As always, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys are enjoying your day, your night, your weekend, whatever it is, wherever you are. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.